So first up here for the Lehigh Pioneers, Cam Grace, number 15, playing the center field position today for the Pioneers. As first pitch here coming, shows bunt, lays off, waits for the pitch. Tyson really taking his time in the mound there. That one goes inside. As a quick 1-0 count goes here for Cam Grace.
There's a lot of noise coming from the crowd over there. They got that banter up pretty good.
As you can see there on the screen, we've got quite a few fans here lined up along that far side there. Next pitch coming out, popped up right side of the field.
It's a fair ball.
Able to get under there. That's Bailey Roberts there, designated hitter with the catch out to right field. So one out here in the bottom of the first. As the next batter stepping to the plate, Coy Smith for Lehi High School. Low pitch in the dirt makes it 1-0 count. Good for Tyson Ellis. The 1-0 offering now. Also low. Makes it a 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That one in there for the strike. Just barely catches the right side black as count goes 2-1 now. The next pitch now comes. Gets contact on that one. Ground up by the second baseman. Fumbles with it a little bit. Gets it to go.
That was a solid, hard hit. He hit that ball well.
Yeah, he got that contact. Just placed it right to that second baseman. You know, had that one gone a little bit more to the left or to the right, that one would have got past the infield. But with that, that'll send up number 19, Blake Smith, the third hitter in this Pioneer lineup, to the batter's box. First one goes by watching. Hits low and into the dirt, similar to the last one we saw against Coy Smith there. The next pitch on the way. That one just inside. Called ball, 2-0. As you know, Maple Mountain, I'm sure these last couple of games, though losses, I mean, something they can totally build up. That one popped up right to the pitcher. Tyson able to get under that one and end the inning. So after one full inning played, we're still scoreless. As we will step aside to commercials for just a second here on Spanish Fort Channel 17. Start of the second here on Spanish Fort Channel 17. Once again, if you're just tuning in here, we are at Snow Canyon High School today here in sunny St. George as we are watching the KJ Harrison Classic tournament. Maple Mountain taking on Pioneers here in their third game of this tournament. Mitch Holmes stepping at the plate for the first time today. Mitch plays that first base position, did all last year as well, as Mitch faces the 2-1 count. That one just inside, it looks like, for the ball, makes it a 3-1 count. Next pitch on the way, that one just off, and he'll take his base. So Mitch Holmes on first.
That's a nice way to start the inning.
That'll work. Get somebody on, see if we can't round him, especially here with no outs. See if we can't sacrifice. I could see a couple of sacrifice bunts coming here.
You know, looking at where the sun is right now, Andy, it's right down from the pitcher. So the hitter's going to have a hard time seeing that ball.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure. It's always a challenge looking into the sun. Being a batter, it's always an advantage, definitely for the pitcher.
We're having the same problem here.
Exactly. I don't know if you can see us, but we're actually standing in right above the dugout. next to our cameras here. That one hit out the left side. Will he get to it? That one just goes foul onto that left side. As it looks like actually there was no call. It looked like it was a foul. But just like we were saying before with the sun, maybe having a little bit of an effect on our umpires as well. So that one called fair. Will advance the runner. Kind of a controversial. Oh, there we go. Looks like they'll head back now. Umpire finally gets right, sends the players back. Number 27, Andrew Wixom, will head back to the batter's box as he'll have another go at it. Faces a 1-1 offering here against the pitcher, James Jason. Runner checked back at first as Mitch Holmes steps back on the bag there. Left-handed Wixom now steps back into the batter's box. Awaits the 1-1 offering. Shows bunt. That one comes across the plate for a strike. 1-2 now the count here. The next one on the way here. From the Pioneers, that one takes a cut at it, out to that left side again, similar to what we saw with that first hit. This time, way out there. That far side bullpen for the Pioneers. So Andrew will take a step back into the batter's box and face the 1-2 count once again. Playing it really aggressively there in the box as the 1-2 offering now comes. Holmes takes the lead there at first. That one just outside. Called ball, so we're even at 2 apiece here in the count. I'll tell you what. Great day for baseball. Couldn't have asked for a better day here in St. George. Here at about 9:30 in the morning. Take a look at my clock here. 9:13 in the morning. So the next pitch on its way, the 2-2 pitch, fouled out behind. As he still battles it aggressively, facing that 2-2 count. So still 0 outs here in the top of the second. As James now readies the pitch, the offering. Swing and a miss. Jason James gets a strikeout. First one of the day. So next batter stepping up to the plate for Maple Mountain. This is Bailey Roberts. Bailey Roberts, the designated hitter for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Takes a cut at that right up past the infield. And he'll get on with a base hit. So Bailey sends a man into scoring position as Mitch Holmes stands up there on second. Mitch not the fastest runner here relative to all the other players. They'll send a speed-up runner, number 10 coming into the game. This is Peyton Bond coming in from Mitch Holmes. There on second to speed it up. So next batter stepping up to the plate for the day for the first time, Connor Ellis coming to the plate. As Coach Miner out there gets the call, steps into the box, and awaits the pitch from James. James eyes delaying the pitch. That one just high. As the batters will step back to their bags. Runner check back at second there. Kind of a weak pitch there back to the second baseman. Second baseman wasn't really ready for it out there. So James will head back to the bump, and we'll give the 1-0 offering here to Ellis. Swing and a miss makes it a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Top of the second. James takes his time down the mound now. The offering. Gets cut at it. Gets a little piece out. Fouls it back. Sends the runners back to their bags. So base hit here potentially could put Maple Mountain up. Here as we're just getting the coverage here for today's game. We missed yesterday's game, so not quite sure, you know, what all happened, if they were close games or not. But right there, another strikeout comes for James as he gets his second K on the day. As he'll sit Connor Ellis down and send Cannon Minor now to the batter's box. That one, a rub right past the shortstop there. That's going to send a run home for Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain will get up on top 1-0 here at the top of the second inning. As number 10, Peyton Bond, able to score that one, coming from second. Cannon Minor able to get the RBI single. That'll send up the next batter, Tyson Ellis, to the mound. Excuse me, we're back up at the top with Colton Hamilton. Last time up there in the first inning, he flew out. As it looks like we got a speed up runner here. Bailey Roberts now taking a seat. So Hamilton stepping up to the plate. The left-hander standing up, 2 outs. That one just outside makes it a ball. Pitcher James back on the mound with the 1-0 offering here with 2 outs. Takes cut at that one deep out center field. Center fielder gets under it, makes the grab, and that'll send us to the bottom of the second here on Spanish Fork 17. So with that, Maple Mountain able to get up on top, grab that 1-0 lead off of the hit, the RBI single by Cannon Minor. So after these messages, we'll head to the bottom of the second, see what Lehi can do offensively, as we'll take a quick break here on Spanish Fork Channel 17.
Slow down.
Apologize for that.
Hopefully that sounds a little better.
You know, kind of a nice thing to be able to bring these things live, actually, to the citizens there at Spanish Fork. I mean, just a couple of years ago, you know, we weren't able to do so. And, you know, we've kind of evolved here at FCFCN.
We have, not only to the citizens of Spanish Fork, though, not to just our own little community. We are now on YouTube.
That's true.
We're actually now streaming live our channel, so folks in Lehi can watch this. Anybody can watch this right now. So just make a little pitch for that. If you have friends who would like to watch this game but aren't in front of their TV, get a hold of them. Tweet it out. Facebook it out. Put it out there. Just go to sfcn.org, and on that main page you'll see a link for watching Channel 17 live, and they can do it anywhere they want.
Pitch in there for the strike. Makes it a 3-2 count. Full count for Kelton Higgins. as he set to get things going for the offensive side of things. Deep shot out to left center field. As able to nab it there. As that's Cannon Minor out there in left field, able to get the out. So Maple Mountain able to keep the defense up here.
Looks like Tyler James is now at the bat.
Tyler James, this is number 14, first time out to, or up to the plate today. First one in there for the strike. 0-1 count with one out here in the bottom of the second. Next one on the way. Gets a clean hit at that, rope out. One hopper to the center fielder. As a base hit here coming for the Pioneers. Tyler James able to stand up on first. First hit of the game, actually, for the Pioneers. So the next batter stepping at the plate, Ryan Barnes, number 8 for Pioneers. See if he can send his teammate there into scoring position. Pitch out to the outside there. Called ball.
That catcher was watching the runner pretty close.
That's number 14, Tyler James. Looking to make a move there at first. That ball gets past the catcher there, as that'll send a runner in scoring position. As we were able to see this here from Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain able to capitalize on the opportunity last inning, able to get a one run across, make it a 1-0 game. As we'll see here if the Pioneers can do the same thing. Pitcher Tyson Ellis with the 2-0 offering, changeup in there for the strike. Great looking pitch there by Tyson. That'll make the count 2-1 here with one out. Tyson back to work there at the mound. His next pitch coming. That one just outside, a little bit low as well. Make it a 3-1 count. So hitter's advantage here as he faces the 3-1 pitch here with one out. One on second there. Takes his lead. Tyson back with the pitch.
There's the throw back.
Runner check back at second. Stands up safe there. Ellis once again eyes the man back there at second. Now readies the pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count now here for Barnes. Ellis able to battle this one back as they look to get their second out here in the inning. Ellis back into the box, ready for the full count pitch here with one out. That one popped up here out to the right side.
Almost hit our van back there.
Watch out over there as that'll make it. He'll battle back. Continues the count 3-2. As a quick timeout on the mound there. Jake Maffey still at that catching position, as that we saw him there all of last season. Jake Maffey, stellar player there, both on the offense and defensive side of things here for Maple Mountain. And the pitch gets a piece of it, ground up by the third baseman. Throw over to first.
Oh, over his head.
Was in time, but just over his head, as that'll send a runner over there to third. So just things like that, like I was talking about earlier on in the game, Maple Mountain just needs to get a little bit of a flow going. You know, the first couple of games for any baseball team is a little bit rough.
It is, yeah, especially when you're in a high school type competition where you have so much changeover every season, every year.
Right, exactly. And that's just the kind of thing you have to deal with in high school as well as in college leagues, is that turnover. But, you know, it's better now than later on in the season, right?
That's right. I mean, get the bugs out now.
Exactly.
Sometimes you learn by those, well, often you learn by those hard knocks.
All right, so the next batter stepping up to the plate is Jason James, who is the pitcher for the Lehi Pioneers.
We had a pickoff attempt here from our on first base.
Runner check there at first.
Yep.
That one in there for the strike. 0-1 count now for James. The next one on the way. James takes a cut at that one, caught by his coach out there. And that'll make it an 0-2 count. So with that, Ellis comes ahead here with this one, is he'll give the 0-2 offering. One out here in the bottom of the second. See if you can sit him down here. Ground up there by the shortstop, over to second. Double play attempt here, saved by first baseman, but a run will come across to score. That's number 14, trotting across to even this one up at 1 apiece. Good pitch over there by Polson at shortstop. Polson played that position pretty well all of last year. Pretty consistent player there with Polson. Polson, I'd say, much as you know, a good, well-rounded player, both offensively and defensively. Actually, I believe he had a couple of home runs last year, if I do remember.
It's great to see some of these players that play in 2 or 3 sports.
Right. Oh, Polson.
With us all the time. We appreciate that. I mean, they're great players.
Right. We actually have a Maple Mountain student, as that one hit out to the right side of the field, right to the right fielder. As that'll end the inning here after 2 full played. We have the score 1-1. Maple Mountain will be up to bat here in the top of the third. We'll take a quick break here on Spanish Fork Channel 17. We're here live at the KJ Harrison Classic Tournament in St. George as we're bringing this game live to you. Lehi versus Maple Mountain, as we've got a 1-1 ball game here at the top of the third, as both teams there in the second able to get a point.
Let's thank our sponsors just for a second while we wait for the game to start up. I'd like to thank MVP Sports, located downtown at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. If you need uniforms, if you need equipment, MVP Sports, this is the place to go. They just have it all, and they've been there for years. They've been great in helping us out since 1987. So please support MVP Sports downtown Spanish Fork. Also want to thank the car guys, 872 North Main. They've got, every day I go by there, and they got some just great-looking cars.
Oh, for sure.
Out in front of their line. They just do great in finding cars that are in great condition, and they take care of them. They did a wonderful job there. Go by and say hi to our friends at the car guys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They'll find you a car. You know, if there's something in the lot that you're looking for, they'll actually go out and find it. So we'd like to thank them for their sponsorship. Jaron Hall stepping up to the plate here. First in the inning for Maple Mountain. That one goes inside, makes it a 1-1 count. As we've got the start of the lineup here. Jaron Hall, Cade Polson, Jake Mafia. A strong lineup here coming up from Maple Mountain. We'll see if they can capitalize it. Although thus far in the game, the plays have been made there at the other part of the lineup. Jaron Hall hits one out. Pop fly to right field.
Yeah, be careful. He hit it out. He hit it out.
That's true. I remember Jaron. He's also a stellar player, pretty consistent. From last season, actually had a couple of big plays late in the season. I believe he had like a home run to, I believe it was a walk-off home run to win the game. Last season, late there in the season. So a stellar player in Jaron Hall, as he can, you know, we just saw quite a few, you know, superb basketball plays coming from him. If you've actually been able to watch our top 10 for our station here, Jaron Hall, had 5 out of the 10 plays, you know. Stellar season for basketball, as we congratulate Maple Mountain for playing a great season. That one, a long hit out to left field by Polson. Polson was able to get on last time with a base hit. This time flies out to that left fielder, as that'll send up Jake Maffey, the catcher, here for his second time today. Last time he was also thrown out. First pitch, ball, as he'll eye that one and wait for the 1-0 offering. Shows bunt. Ball just off the top of the bat there, sends it back to the backstop. Evens the count at 1 apiece. So 1-1, 2 out here in the top of the third. Waiting to get their rally caps on and see if they can't get something going here offensively. 2-1 now the count. That one in there for the strike, evens it up at 2 apiece. As Jake Maffey will step back into the box. His brother Nick Maffey, I believe, graduated last year after playing an excellent season. That one out to the right side. Right fielder gets onto it, able to grab it, and that'll wrap up this top half of the third. So no runs, no hits, no errors here after 2.5 played. We go to the bottom of the third. Score 1-1 here on Spanish Fork Channel 17. We're back here on Spanish Fork Channel 17 as we get a shot of the Pioneers dugout there. Pioneers able to capitalize on their opportunity last inning, able to tie this one up at 1 apiece as we're here at the KJ Harrison Snow Canyon Tournament in St. George. As Pioneers will step it back up, grab the bats, see if they can't get another couple of runs this inning as we sit here at the bottom of the third.
We'd like to invite our audience to make a note of our YouTube channel. If you haven't been to Channel 17's YouTube channel, you can watch most of our games that are produced live for Channel 17 are also live on YouTube. And you can share that YouTube address with friends and family all over the world if you'd like. That is youtube.com/SpanishFork17.
Yeah, kind of a cool thing. I mean, just talking to some of the people around here, I've heard of people in Australia, like many different places. Florida, we had someone watching from Florida, one of our football games. You know,
Hawaii.
Hawaii, that's right.
And there was somebody in Europe. I think it may have been Italy at one point. We had some people watching our games from Italy.
So we've got a worldwide audience here as that pitch in there for the strike. First pitch of the bottom of the third, right down the barrel, a changeup. As I believe we have number 3, Tyler Willis.
No, I took a big swing on that one.
The next pitch on the way here from Ellis is that one pop fly fouled behind us.
That went out to the football field. That was close to a field goal.
I was actually looking behind us. It's kind of unique here. They have a rugby field. Don't see too many high schools with a rugby field. As he'll step back into the batter's box, Tyler Willis facing the 0-2 pitch. That one up there for the ball makes it a 1-2. Next pitch on the way. That one popped up. Maffey trying to make a move for it, and gets it.
Oh, right at the net.
Those ones are always hard, as it's right next to the net. They able to grab it. Good job there by Maffey to be able to nab that one. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Here as we'll resume play, Tyson Ellis still at the mound here for Maple Mountain. You know, doing a pretty good job, I'd say. Just one hit allowed by him. We'll see if he can stay consistent throughout this game. That one a little bit low, but just nails the strike zone for the strike. It's the 0-1 pitch with one out here coming for Willis. That one goes low in the dirt. Evens that up at 1 apiece. That one fouled back. Also back here to the rugby field. It's now a 1-2 offering from Ellis. That one low and in the dirt, 2 apiece now. As next one on the way for Willis. That one low and in the dirt off of the face mask of Mafi there.
That takes some punishment as a catcher.
Oh, yeah.
Just to sit there and hope that ball doesn't just knock you over.
You know, and at that point, you kind of just want to get in front of it. I mean, I guess there's nobody on base, but, you know, that's the role sometimes as a catcher is you just got to take the beating.
And protect the umpire.
Exactly.
I think they can get upset.
Strikeout there. First of the day for Ellis. Fastball goes right in there, and we'll go back to the top of the top of the lineup here. Cam Grace, who flew out his last time up, will step up, takes the first pitch ball. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I played that catching position a little bit, and I think I played it for just for one game actually. You know,
it was hard enough for me to do it in slow pitch softball. I just no thanks.
No, yeah,
thanks.
Yeah.
My brother played catcher for softball teams for years, and he really enjoyed it, but nah, not for me.
No, yeah, I'd much rather any other position. Although for slow pitch softball, I'll say my worst position, my least favorite, and unfortunately the one I probably play the most is that pitching position.
Yeah, yeah.
Swing and a miss. Gets a strike as Deuces Wild sits on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's Gray, steps back up to the plate, waits the pitch from Ellis.
Oh.
As he beans them there on the side. Kind of an unfortunate pitch there, sends a man on base when one pitch would have sent them to the top of the 4th. As he looks all right there on first. As he'll wear one, see if you can't get a run here for the Pioneers. 2 out here, number 19.
Blake Smith.
Blake Smith. Sorry, that was Coy Smith. Was that last batter up? That
right.
That wore that
Blake
one.
Is up now.
Throw made over to first.
Good catch.
Yeah, good stop there. Not in time, though, as Blake Smith will face the 1-0 here with 2 outs, 1 aboard. Pitch now coming. That one low. As it'll be a 2-0 count here right off the bat. As Ellis finds himself in a little bit of a hole with the 2-0. Pitch just out of the strike zone there. Really close. They're kind of hard to see here from our angle. 3-0 goes the count, though. So he can pick and choose here. Lets that one go by. Therefore, the strike. A big hit here, though, in Blake Smith. Just looking at him, I'm sure he can pack a punch there with the bat. As we could see one fly over the right side of the fence here. The pitch now, low, and he'll walk, send a man into scoring position as Coy Smith will stand up there at second. 347 there on the right side, as well as on the left side. Don't see a middle marker, so it looks like we've got 347 around here on this Snow Canyon field.
And this is a beautiful field.
Oh, man.
We came in this morning, you know, at 7 o'clock, you know, when the sun was just coming up, and it was just a beautiful sight.
Oh, this is great. I mean, this is perfect day here for, and I think it's actually turf, if I'm not mistaken, here along the sides here. I don't know about the middle area, of course, of the outfield of, you know, all grass, but really a nice facility here in Snow Canyon. So Ellis now with the pitch. That one just out on the right side. Makes it a 2-0 count once again. So now 2-0, 2 outs, 2 aboard. That one low. Just hits the strike zone, it looks like. No, excuse me, ball. So they'll take a little bit of a timeout here as Coach Miner will step up. See if he can talk to his pitcher, Ellis. See if he can't get things worked out.
Andy, do you understand or do you know the rules? I don't, so I'm asking. In high school pitching, how many innings can a pitcher pitch before he can come back into the rotation?
How many innings can they pitch before he comes back, like the next game? Is that what you're saying?
Right. I wonder if he played it all yesterday.
That could be. I mean, any given team has a number of people. Technically, I guess the whole team could be a pitcher.
Sure.
But they do have a few people that they have set aside for that pitching position that they'll pitch. They don't have a set, there's no regulation on how many or how few pitches. It's kind of up to the coach. But it's just kind of, how much can you take? How much can your arm take? If this guy is, if he's pitched before and they still think he's good, then they'll put him back on. But we weren't able to catch the games yesterday, so I'm not quite sure how deep they are in their pitching lineup. So this could be a brand new pitcher for the game, and which I'm sure it is.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. Usually you want to kind of rest the arm after a while, after a game. Usually, it's kind of called by the coach and the pitcher, but they usually wait a game, an extra game, 2 or 3 games before they'll start pitching again. But, it's all dependent on the situation, I'd say.
Sure.
So bases loaded here as pitcher Ellis finds himself in a little bit of pickle. That one up. Ground up by the second baseman. Throw over to first. Able to get it. It gets him out as they strand 3 runners on the bags there. Close call there for Maple Mountain defensively as they're able to fortunately get out of the pickle and send this one still tied 1-1 at the top of the 4th. So we'll take a quick break here on Spanish Fork, Channel 17. We're back here on Spanish Fork 17. We're here in St. George covering the KJ Harrison Classic. This is game number 1 here as they're promised at least 2 games today.
They played 2 yesterday and they have 2 today.
As Maple Mountain actually has lost their first 2. They played the first 2 games here in this tournament yesterday and unfortunately lost both of them.
But we will be back here again this afternoon at 3 o'clock, live.
Exactly.
We're not quite sure who at this point Maple Mountain will be playing, but we'll be covering it live right here.
Exactly.
St. George.
Be sure to tune in there on Spanish Fork 17 as well on YouTube as we broadcast these games live on YouTube. As the first pitch here in the top of the 4th coming to Mitch Holmes. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Mitch. Mitch got on with a walk his last time up there early in the 1st inning.
Swing. He swung, failed off into the dirt. Swing, swang, swung. One of those words.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you I'm no English major, but
that's why we're in television.
Exactly. So pitcher number 6. Looks like we've got a pitching change here for Drew Zimmerman, the pitcher here for Pioneers. The swing and a miss for Mitch Holmes as he'll step off and sit down. That was 3 pitches, 3 strikes there for Mitch. Next batter stepping to the plate, this is Andrew Wixom, who was struck out his first time up. First pitch, strike. The next pitch on the way. That one gets a piece of it out to the right side here.
Oh boy.
Right down the line there as he'll go 2.
He may even go for 3. He's going for 3.
Coach sends him to third, and he'll stand up there at third. As you know, he probably could have gotten an infield home run right there.
There were some players down here, other fans saying, go, go. But that's got to be tough for him. You know, all that excitement. What a great hit that was. And
oh, exactly.
Wants to go, and the coach is kind of holding him. But I think even the coach was kind of wondering for a second there.
Right, you know.
It was that close. He could have made that.
I mean, he stood up and had quite a few steps before they even, you know,
could have been an exciting play, but we don't want that. Let's be safe.
Exactly. You know, we're still tied here. You just want to play it safe. As a hit there out to the third baseman, throw over to first. That one in time. As that'll sit another Maple Mountain player down here with 2 outs. Fortunately, they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity, having a man there at third. So that was Bailey Roberts, number 9,
right,
who ground out there. So the next batter stepping on the plate is Connor Ellis. Connor was able to get a hit his last time up. 0-2 now the count. So similar situation in all 3, or the first 2 outs we saw a similar situation. Swing and a miss. Got him, so that's 3 outs here in the top of the 4th. So unfortunately, Maple Mountain not able to capitalize on the opportunity of having the man there on third. They'll step now to the bottom of the 4th. The score is still 1-1 here on Spanish Fork Channel 17. Welcome back to the coverage of this tournament game, Maple Mountain versus the Lehi Pioneers, as we're all knotted up at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the 4th. As we still have Tyson Ellis there in the mound for Maple Mountain, despite having kind of a rough inning that last inning. As Pioneers actually stranded 3 runners on the bags. They had a potential to get up by quite a bit over Maple Mountain, but, you know, Ellis able to battle back. As this is number 8, Ryan Barnes, stepping up to the plate. He got on with an error there made by the third baseman his last time up. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Makes it a 2-1 count. Ellis battling back in this one. Swing, and that one pop fly back behind. I was looking, you know, at the stats here thus far. Just 1 hit for the Pioneers, comparing to the 3 hits by Maple Mountain. As a strikeout there by Ellis gets the second one of the day.
Nice punch out.
So, just as I was saying there, three hits to 1 hit. Pioneers just have 1 hit on the day, but you know, it was an effective one, able to score. But still, it was the walks last inning that got all the batters, and I guess there was 1 error last inning as well. So that's how they were able to get all the runners on the bags last inning. So, you know, just pitch some strikes. See if you can't rely on your defense here, as that one is back in center field, caught there by the center fielder. That's Jaron Hall standing up there, as he actually played right field pretty much all of last season. Coach moving him over to third, and I believe Nick Moffey was the one out in that position last year. You know, it kind of just seems like yesterday we were covering Maple Mountain there in the tournament at UVU.
Oh, it was. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't.
It's true, the first games of the season for Maple Mountain just yesterday. That one in there for the strike. 2 strikes, 2 outs here. The bottom of the 4th.
I find it interesting also that the high school rules say they can't have any kind of tryouts, any kind of practices, anything before, what is it, I think it's the 27th or something of February.
Right.
And so this team has been together in this form, practicing now for, what, a week and a half?
Yeah, not too long.
And so, boy, it's got to take time to gel and get everybody in the right positions. And get
Exactly.
All, get things put together.
So with that, another strikeout comes from Ellis, as we'll go to the top of the 5th here on Spanish Fork 17. The score 1-1. We'll be right back. Back here, KJ Harrison Classic Tournament, Maple Mountain taking on the Pioneers, as we'll take a look at the upcoming tournament here on Spanish Fork, or the upcoming games we're going to be covering here on Spanish Fork 17.
I think we're like doing an unprecedented number of live baseball games this season. We've
got
over like 20 games that we're planning to do live.
This will be a Spanish Fork record, I'm sure.
It's going to be awesome. So we have a game a Monday evening where Spanish Fork plays Payson. Actually, it's not in the evening, it's a 3:30 in the afternoon game. So Spanish Fork against Payson. Oop, we got
bunt out to the left side. Hey, good idea there by number 11, Cannon Minor, as he had a leg up there. Not quite sure if he would have made it, but, you know, he's got some quick legs. Next pitch now on the way for Minor. That one high. Now 1-1 count.
A little more on our schedule. We'll also have a game live on Wednesday where Spanish Fork will play against Layton. So 3:30 on Wednesday against Layton. It's a busy week. Thursday we're having Maple Mountain versus Payson. 3:30 in the afternoon also on Channel 17. And then Saturday, boom, we're back in St. George for the Red Rock tournament with the Spanish Fork Dogs.
Right. So a lot of action here for...
Yeah, there's no sleeping next week for our crew.
Strikeout there. Cannon Minor will sit down and go back to the top of the lineup, actually, here. Colton Hamilton stepping up to the plate for the 3rd time today. He flew out both times today. Both times he was up. Takes that first one as a strike. I don't know about you, but I think I'm getting my first sunburn of the year here.
We'll need to rotate in a couple hours because we're going to be cooked on one side.
Second one goes strike as well. 0-2 now the count with 1 out.
But after still a mild winter there home in Spanish Fork, it sure feels good.
Oh man, I'll take it.
Short sleeves, it's great.
For sure, I'll totally take it. You know, might as well just stay up here for the whole week and cover the next tournament in St. George next Saturday.
Crew, right.
Strikeout there is back-to-back strikeouts coming there for number 6, Drew Zimmerman. As the next batter stepping up the plate is Jaron Hall. Jaron flew out both times up as well, early on in the 1st, then later on in the 3rd. And therefore the strike. So a bunch of good pitches here coming from number 6 on the mound. Next pitch on the way. That one low, evens count at 1 apiece. 2 outs here with no one aboard here on the top of the 5th. So now that ball makes it a 2-1 count. Next one coming for Jaron. That one in there for a strike. Deuces Wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's Jaron trying to get a 2-out rally coming here for Maple Mountain. Let's see if you can do so here with the next pitch. That one inside, making the count full. Next one on the way. Swing that one out to the right side as we have our SFCN drone flying up here for the first time since football season. As I'm not sure if we'll get any shots from it today, but We'll have to check with the umpire, see if we can't sit the drone out right by the outfield there. Shortstop able to grab that one, make the out.
Yeah, we can probably use the drone during these times of the game when there's no play going on.
All right, there we go. So after 4.5 innings played, the score still sits 1-1 Maple Mountain here against the Lehi Pioneers. We'll take a quick break here on Spanish Fork Channel 17. We resume coverage here on Spanish Fork Channel 17. Maple Mountain taking on the Lehi Pioneers here down south in the KJ Harrison Classic. Score is 1-1 as both scores from both teams coming at the second inning. Haven't seen anything since though. Seen a couple of hits by Maple Mountain and one hit by Lehi since then. That one low. Next the batter here for Lehi is that one is rope out. Right up right center field as he'll get on with the base hit. That's number 3, Tyler Willis, able to get the second hit of the game for Lehi. That'll send Cam Grace top of the lineup here for Lehi, as they try and get things going here. Number 15 flew out both times up.
Let's take a second while we're waiting for the pitch to remind our viewers about watching our program.
Great nab there by the first baseman.
You can now watch Channel 17 on the internet, streaming live. So go to sfcn.org and click the link there to watch Channel 17 live. So if you've got friends or family that might be interested in watching this game, get out to them right now. Shout out sfcn.org.
Squares to bunt, pulls away as runner will advance to second, round second. Stands up there and will head into scoring position. It's an unfortunate pass ball there. We'll send a runner in scoring position. That's basically what it's been here for Maple Mountain. There has been some good plays. I'll give it to Lehi, but a lot of mistakes here for Maple Mountain, unfortunately. Like what we were talking about earlier, just might as well get them out here.
Well, yeah.
While before region play.
Well, and that's what preseasons are for.
Exactly.
For these tournaments, especially this early tournament, it's a time to get those bugs all worked out.
Right. I'm sure with Coach Miner, he's been able to put together a pretty darn good team every season thus far that he's been coaching. This is a pretty new school, Maple Mountain, but yet they've been able to do well in postseason play. Number 15.
And not just in baseball. They've just everywhere.
Oh, exactly.
Football, basketball, wrestling. I mean, one of the best in the state.
Oh, exactly. Took second this year.
Yeah.
Second last year as well. First the year before. That one in there for the strike. Evens puts this count at full. Actually, no, it looks like it's 3-1 there on the board. Infield moves in.
Came in really close.
The bunt comes. That one. We'll get there.
Okay.
Wow.
Just quite nowhere to throw.
Yeah, that one, not the best looking bunt, but it works for Lehi. Runner stays there at third. We've got runners on the corners at first and third now. As Coach Miner will call the infield in for a little timeout. We'll see if we'll keep the pitcher. It doesn't look like we've got any other pitcher coming towards the mound, so we'll probably keep it here with Tyson Ellis. As you know,
was there even a dugout or a bullpen here? Is there
one
one behind the fences here?
I can see one on that side, and I can't really see over here.
Yeah, it's
on the near
hidden
side
from us, from our view, because of the batting cage.
Right. So Ellis will still remain there on the mound after a talk with Coach Miner. We'll see what they can do defensively Runners at the corners here, still with 0 outs as well.
Oh boy.
Pioneers look to run.
Hey, corners, come home with it. Corners, come home. Roll down the middle. You freeze him right here, Sam. Sam, step to the line. Your way, Colt. Into you, Colt.
The next teams in the tournament actually went in there for the strike. Bountiful here standing to my right, waiting to get their game started. I don't see who their opponent is, though. Bountiful Braves, actually, they were state champions this last year. Check over to first. Spanish Fork and Bountiful played in the state champion for a state championship last season, as Bountiful able to come up on top on that one. A little hit out to the right side. Will score a run for Lehi, as they'll send a runner over to third. Throw into the infield as the Pioneers able to get a RBI and put themselves up 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
And there's still no outs.
So that was Coy Smith able to get the RBI single. Sends runner over to third, so we've got runners in the corners at first and third. Here still with 0 outs.
Number 19, Blake Smith, steps to the plate.
Coy Smith awaiting the pitch. Gets contact on that one, gets past the infield. That is going to send another runner. Number 15 comes across the score, as another runner steps into scoring position there at second. So back-to-back hits here for the Pioneers. And defensively, Maple Mountain struggling just a little bit, as Coach Miner will take the timeout, head back over to the mound, see if he can get things going here. And Ellis will take a seat, as we'll have a pitching change here. Looks like we may have Cade Polson, as he actually pitched quite a few games last season. Oh, never mind, we've got number 6 stepping up to the plate. That's Jeff Mack is your new pitcher here for Maple Mountain. So Pioneers holding on to the 3-1 lead, able to get 2 runs as well as a couple of hits here in this bottom of the 5th. So RBI for Coy Smith and an RBI single for Blake Smith, who, you know, maybe could be family there. Both great hitters there for the Pioneers. And looking at this, actually, Coy Smith, his last time up, he was beaned, and Blake Smith, I believe, got out. Actually, didn't write it down this last time, but I believe was got out his last time. Able to get things going though, as we see the 3-1 lead. Golden Eagles still trying to get things going here early on in the tournament. I mean, you know, just like what we were saying, first of the season, trying to get all those jitters out. We have the next team stepping up, going to be facing Bountiful. I believe that's.
Is that Mountain Crest?
It might be Mountain Crest. You know, sometimes they also pull teams from.
Oh, sorry, the other state.
Yeah, other.
Where are you from? Where's your team from?
Go ahead and ask him. It's all right.
They don't want to talk to us.
Yeah, we'll get it later here for you. You know, it could be Mountain Crest, but actually, I think Mountain Crest is Mountain Crest Mustangs. They're different. I remember Maple Mountain actually faced, or I believe it was Spanish Fork faced them in the tournament.
I think that was a team from Nevada, I believe.
Right. I was going to say, I haven't seen that logo before.
There's the bunt. Long throw to first.
Over to first, gets the out. But without a sacrifice, bunt sends 2 runners into scoring position for the Lehi Pioneers.
The first base coach here from Lehi was claiming that the first baseman pulled his foot, but the umpire would not.
I don't know if we can get a Car Guys instant replay of that, but it might be interesting to see if, you know, actually maybe we just had not quite sure if we got that on camera, but, you know, kind of a close call.
Yep. Certainly the coach should fight for his team.
So with that, here we sit at the bottom of the fifth, 1 out. And the score 3-1. 2 runners stand up in scoring position. Here for the Pioneers is the next one coming. Gets contact. That one gets past the infield. Another runner comes across, and number 19's waved home. 2 runners come across the score here for the Lehi Pioneers. So just like that, Lehi taking a commanding lead. 5-1 now the score.
I think the scoreboard operators put a couple extra points in the
Looks like it's one of his first games too.
Spanish work, yeah. The scoreboard says 5-3. We don't think that's correct.
You know, we'll take the runs.
Yeah, sure.
So a lot of good hits here coming later in the game from Lehi, as they've got the 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch on the way, contact again, that one.
It drops into center field.
Yeah, another runner in scoring position. As that was number 8, Ryan Barnes, able to get that hit.
So with 1 out as the inning continues. Who's batting here?
It looks like we have number 4, Jason James, gets contact on that, excuse me, number 6 gets contact on that one.
Yep,
as he'll be safe. He'll be out at second, safe at first. 2 outs now.
Runners on the ends. On the corners.
Yep, so with that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. As score still remains 5-1. Scorekeeper still struggling with the scoreboard there. Still shows Maple Mountain 5, Pioneers 3.
Oh, they give us
I think they gave us a couple of, or gave Maple Mountain a couple of hits as well.
Yeah.
So the next pitch here coming from Mac.
Call for the strike.
Yeah. You know, Mac, I believe he's a brother of a player that played just a couple of years ago, a stellar player for Maple Mountain, who was also a pitcher. And I believe he got picked up by BYU. I believe is still with BYU, but, you know, a pretty good pitcher there for Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain and Spanish Fork, that's one thing they do well with is their pitchers. There's a pickle here.
Oh, he drops the ball. The runner on third scored. While this is all going on, the runner from third came home.
Bit of frustration there by the first baseman.
All right, they fixed the score, but not quite. It's close.
We've got the
Pioneers now have 6. The Eagles have 2. According to the scoreboard.
We've got the 4-point difference, right? But you know, not quite the right score we're looking for. Maple Mountain not able to capitalize on that opportunity. They could have sent this one to the top of the 6th. But instead, the runner stays there at first after the pickle. So 2-0-2 now, the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, wild pitch.
Runner goes, will stand up there at second. As this is the pitcher, Drew Zimmerman, standing up in scoring position now. The next batter up to the plate, I believe, is number 15. Can't quite see his number here from here. No, excuse me, 24. Is Brock Hansen. That one goes inside for the ball. Make it 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Score is correct now on the scoreboard, 6-1.
6-1. There we go. Missed a run here as runner held back there at second. Now Brock faces the full count here with 2 outs. Next pitch on the way. Runner goes as this one hit out to the right side. Fouled and out of play. As runner will trot back to second. Batter gets the call from his coach back into the box. Now waits the full count. 3-2 offering on its way from Mack. Holds off as player goes back to second. Mack back to work as the offering on the way. Runner goes as that one also fouled back and out of play. It's number 24, Brock Hansen, playing aggressively now, facing that 3-2 count. As the call, I'm sure, is just to swing away, see if they can't send that other runner in. Swings and that one out to right center field. Right fielder able to get up on top of that one and end the misery here for Maple Mountain as 5 runs come across here in this inning for the Lehi Pioneers. The score is 6-1. Maple Mountain need to get things going here as we'll take a quick break here on Spanish Fork, Channel 17. Welcome back to the KJ Harrison Classic here after a long bottom of the 5th. I'd like to thank our sponsors here for this one. We've got MVP Sports, sponsoring your hometown sporting goods since 1987, as well as, 1987. Address is 72 North Main here in Spanish Fork. Call them at 801-798-3587. We also have the Car Guys. They're at 872 North Main Street. You can reach them at thecarguysut.net, or you can call them on the phone, 801-794-0077. So 6-1 is the score here as Maple Mountain sends their first batter. This is Cade Polson up, as we haven't seen a Maple Mountain batter for what seems like an eternity. That first one just inside, it looks like, for the ball. Polson flew out. He got a hit his first time up, flew out his second time. Now as we sit here at the top of the 6th, see if he can start a rally here as Maple Mountain tries to etch away at the lead, down by 5. Next pitch on the way. That one fouled back by Polson. Makes the count 2-1. As Polson, he can really pack a punch as well, as he's one of the power hitters for Maple Mountain. Ground hit, takes 2 hops over to the shortstop. Play made at first. Cade Polson not able to get it there in time. First out here for Maple Mountain is the next batter stepping up to the plate, Jake Maffey. Maffey flew out both times up today, as he'll step up to the box. And Maple Mountain really needs to just get something going here as they try and start a rally. As the pitch on its way right down the barrel for the strike. Makes it an 0-1 count here with 1 out. Top of the 6th. As Maffey back up, ready for the pitch. Next one on the way, low and in the dirt. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 offering. Now to Maffey. Takes a swing of that. Grounder over to third. Third makes the throw to first. In time. Back-to-back outs there for Lehi, trying to get a 3-up, 3-down inning. So with that, that'll send the next player up for Maple Mountain, Mitch Holmes, as Mitch struck out his last time up. First time walked. As Mitch Holmes, he's another one of those power hitters here for Maple Mountain. As last year, pretty consistent player, I would say, up at the bat.
That pitcher's out wide.
Making it a 1-0 count here with 2 outs. Maple Mountain just need to get something going. The strike goes there, makes it a 1-1 count. 1-1 offering for Mitch Holmes goes low, making it a 2-1.
Here we go, kid. Here we go, Q3. Let's go, kid. Inline somewhere. Here we go, Rick. Good eye, kid.
That one thrown low. 3-1 now the count. Hitter's advantage here for Mitch Holmes.
Good count. Here we go.
As we'll see what he does here, facing 2 outs. We'll see if he plays this one a little bit aggressively or just lays off. Mitch now awaits the pitch. That one right in there for the strike. Makes it a full count here for Mitch. See if they can put on their rally caps, get a 2-out rally going. The next pitch on its way. That one low and in the dirt. He'll take that one. Good eye there by Mitch. As he'll trot across, stand up on first. As they try and work a runner over into scoring position. So the next batter stepping up to the plate, this is Andrew Wixom, who Wixom actually got a triple his last time up. As he actually probably could have gotten an infield home run, but the coaches held him back up. Then decided not to take the chance, as Wixom will step back up to the plate. Mitch Holmes standing up there on first. You know, maybe get a speed up runner in place there for Mitch. Not saying he's, you know, he's too slow or anything, but
he's a big guy.
But you know, use up those speed up runners. So back into the box here for Wixom as he awaits the 1-1 offering. That one out to the left side, fouled back into the crowd.
Yeah, the gentleman out there one-handed it. That's pretty good.
Good nab. He should be playing here for the team, actually.
Barehanded. It's funny, we sit here on the edge of the field, and right next to us is the batting cages, and there's so many times the ball connects there, you wonder if it's in the game or
right.
How many hits are they getting here?
Exactly. As you know, it's always been my goal ever since I've worked here at Spanish Fork 17. I've always wanted to catch a ball while working here. And, you know, it's a very plausible thing. It's possible right now as we're
announcing.
Yeah.
But if you were in the van like usual, then no, that would be difficult.
Right, you know. The 1-2 offering. That one in there for the strike. Sits him down. And that'll wrap up the top of the 6th here on Spanish Fork 17. When we come back, we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th here at the KJ Harrison Classic at the Snow Canyon High School. Andy Gesselson alongside Pete Hansen calling this one.
Here we are. We're just talking about our sunburns.
Oh, man, yeah. See, not used to this here.
10 o'clock in the morning sunburn.
Exactly. You know, probably a different story there in Spanish Fork. But, you know, I'm kind of liking it. I'll take it.
It was an early morning, just for those of you to understand what kind of goes into the production of, of a game. We, you know, we typically arrive in a location about 2 hours before the event starts so we can get all the cameras and get things worked out. And sometimes there are bugs that still get through, as we saw today on some of our audio feeds. But 2 hours, and we left Spanish Fork this morning at 3. That was early.
Yep. 3 a.m. crew call time. It's an early one, but hey, we're happy to be here.
Absolutely.
First pitch here in the bottom of the 2nd is a strike, as we still have Jeff Mack on the mound here from Maple Mountain.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the 6th, actually. So.
Sorry, yeah, bottom of the 6th.
Starting over again.
That one out to Cade Polson, able to nab that one at short. Quick one out here for Maple Mountain. That's another thing they've got to do, you know. I guess it starts with the pitcher. Unfortunately, last inning, Maple Mountain just not too strong so far on the pitching side. You know, not much they could do with the defensive side. They were just great hits past the infield and into the outfield, as that one gets well past the catcher, back to the backstop. A 1-0 offering now from Mack. Gets contact, third baseman. Gets over to first. That one in time for the out.
That was close.
It was a close one out. Number 22 making that one That's Sam Moore there on third base.
Yeah, Sam had a little bobble there, but quickly recovered that and got the ball.
Yep.
Threw a strike into the first base. That was awesome.
All right, that was very fortunate for Maple Mountain to be able to get that one. We've seen a couple times, you know, earlier. They've got 2 errors on the board right now, where they've just not been able to make that throw. Actually, before, a couple innings previous to this, is we saw a throw right over the first baseman. So, you know, struggling to get things going, but defense looking a little bit more sound now. Pitch now coming here. Is that one high here for number 5? This is Coy Smith, as this is the dangerous part of the lineup for the Pioneers. As Coy Smith had an RBI last time up. Changeup just goes high. 3-0 now the count. Coy can take his pick here. The next one from Mac. In there for the strike. Right down the barrel as it goes 3-1 now with 2 outs. Clean shot out to left field. That one right to the left fielder, though. Maple Mountain able to come up on top defensively as they sit 3 down. 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors here as we go to the top of the 7th. The score, Pioneer 6, Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 1. We'll be right back. We go to the final inning here on Spanish Fork, Channel 17, top of the 7th. Maple Mountain really need to get things going here in the KJ Harrison Classic, as this is the 3rd game here in this tournament. Maple Mountain losing their first 2, trying to dodge this a 3rd loss. But you know, I've seen comebacks like this before, time and time again. And really, if you look at the scoreboard, all the runs pretty much coming from that bottom of the 5th for Lehi. So, you know, it is possible to come back with this one. Just need a good line of hits, starting here with Bailey Roberts. As Bailey struck out last time, able to get a hit though in the 1st, as he'll step up to the box for the 3rd time today. First pitch goes strike there for Roberts. Next one on the way. Gets contact on that one. Right back to the pitcher, though. As an easy throw over to first. We'll sit down. First out here for Maple Mountain. That'll sit down number 9, Bailey Roberts. Connor Ellis now up to the plate. This is the 8th hitter in the lineup here for Maple Mountain. Connor Ellis, 2 strikeouts on the day. As these 2 outs have to be a productive couple of outs here for Maple Mountain. That one over to the shortstop, making the throw in time. Number 22. That was actually the 3rd baseman, number 22, Sam Moore, not Connor Ellis on that one. Now Cannon Minor, I believe number 11, stepping up to the plate here for Maple Mountain. This is the 9th hitter in the lineup, stepping up to the plate, facing 2 outs here in this top of the 7th. First pitch goes strike. Next pitch on the way. Pitcher holds off. Back, readies the pitch. 0-1 offering. Gets a piece of that one, goes back to the backstop. So now facing the 0-2 count here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Not looking good here for Maple Mountain. As the next one coming. Swing and a miss. As that'll do it here in this 3rd game of the KJ Harrison Classic. Maple Mountain goes down. The score is 6-1. Another unfortunate loss here for Maple Mountain as they try and get things going here early on in their 2015 baseball season. But here we'll take a quick break and just wrap things up here on Spanish Fork 17. We're back here at the KJ Harrison Classic. Maple Mountain goes down with the score of 6-1. It's an unfortunate loss as Maple Mountain will play again at 3 o'clock. Not quite sure who they'll be playing quite yet.
That will be yet to be determined, I'm sure, throughout the morning.
Right. But you know, just like we said, it's just one of those games. Maple Mountain, you know, unfortunately had a lot of mistakes. They had 3 errors on the day, just couldn't get things going offensively. But, you know, despite all that, we did have a couple of standout players, as that'll bring us to the MVP Sports, MVP of the game. You know, we had just a couple of, I believe there was 3 hits on the day here for Maple Mountain. And one coming from Polson, one coming from Wixom, and then one coming from Minor. Wixom actually had a triple.
It was a beautiful long hit into
right,
the corner.
Yeah, right down that right center, or the right field line.
Yeah, right down to the corner.
Right, and he was able to get a triple. Almost, you know, could have gotten probably could have gotten away with a infield home run on that one. But we're actually giving our MVP Sports MVP of the game award to Cannon Minor, who brought home the only run of the day for Maple Mountain to put them actually ahead 1-0 at that point. That's Cannon Minor, and he is awarded our MVP Sports MVP of the game.
Congratulations to Cannon for that. We also want to thank the Car Guys for sponsoring our baseball coverage, for helping us get these games to you in your homes. So thank you, Car Guys.
And with that, we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll come back here actually at 3 o'clock to get
That's going to be a long moment.
Right. Yep. Well, you know, we'll sit down. We'll get some lunch. We'll come back at 3.
Ready for breakfast. I don't know about you.
That's true. We'll get some brunch then.
Okay. That works.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So with that, final score in this one: the Lehi Pioneer 6, Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 1. As we'll come back here on Spanish Fork 17 at 3 o'clock. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast here thus far. My name is Andy Gesson alongside Pete Hansen. We'll see you guys later in just a bit.
Have a great day.